probably don't need your mom to survive.
And why don't you think you need your mom?
Because people do it every day.
Good answer. Would you agree, David?
But my mom takes care of me.
That's true. Your mom does take care of you. So why would it be a need then? Just because your mom takes care of you?
I don't know.
Do you think you could live without her?
Maybe someone else can help take care of me.
If someone else could help take care of you? Okay. Well, my mom is actually not considered a need. Without a mom, we can actually survive. These are actually considered the 5 basic needs. So here's a picture of outside to represent our air. Here's a food pyramid to represent our food. A house to represent, and actually with house, we just need shelter, any kind of shelter. So it could be a house, it could be a mansion, it could be an apartment, it could be anything that gives us shelter. And then water we need to survive. And clothes. Okay, great. Okay, so the opposite of need is actually a want. And those are things that we don't necessarily need for survival, but they're just things that we like to have. Now, like David said earlier, he said that his mom is somebody that takes care of him and is somebody that's really important to him, but we decided that he didn't actually need his mom. And it's kind of the same with the dog. Like, it's very important to us, but we don't necessarily need it to survive. And within wants, there are actually different levels. There are some things that are more important, and there are some things that are less important. So some examples of maybe less important wants would be maybe having a TV in your house, where a more important want in your house would maybe be having toothpaste so you can brush your teeth. Can you think of any other examples of things that we want that are important, but we don't necessarily need?
My mom.
Your mom. Good answer, David. It's true. Anything else? That's okay. 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 Great job. So you have 5 things circled on your paper. Now, one thing I noticed that you circled was cake. And can you explain for me why you circled cake?
Because it's food.
It is a
Food
food.
is on the board.
You are correct. That is a very good point. Food is on the board and food is a need. Now, something that I didn't mention earlier is that even within the 5 basic needs, there can be different levels of need. So, for instance, maybe with clothes, maybe I want to get really nice sparkly shoes, but it's cheaper to get a tennis shoe, and so the need would actually be, like the most important need would be the tennis shoe instead of the sparkly shoe. If the sparkly shoe is maybe more expensive, or like for a house, there are different kinds of houses. There are apartments, and there are mansions, and there are castles. Those could all count as shelter, but it's not necessarily necessary to have a castle because we can get by with just living in an apartment.